And then they have cans of soup. And they throw the cans of soup. That's better than a brick because you can't throw a brick, it's too heavy. But a can of soup, you can really put some power into that, right? And then when they get caught, they say, no, this is soup from my family. They're so innocent. This is soup from my family. It's incredible. And you have people coming over with bags of soup, big bags of soup, and they lay it on the ground, and the anarchists take it and they start throwing it at our cops, at our police. And if it hits you, that's worse than a brick because it's got force. It's the perfect size. It's like made perfect. And when they get caught, they say, no, this is just soup from my family. And then the media says, this is just soup. These people are very, very innocent. They're innocent people. And then they have cans of soup. And they throw the cans of soup. That's better than a brick because you can't throw a brick, it's too heavy. But a can of soup, you can really put some power into that, right? And then when they get caught, they say, no, this is soup from my family. They're so innocent. This is soup from my family. It's incredible. And you have people coming over with bags of soup, big bags of soup, and they lay it on the ground, and the anarchists take it and they start throwing it at our cops, at our police. And if it hits you, that's worse than a brick because it's got force. It's the perfect size. It's like made perfect. And when they get caught, they say, no, this is just soup from my family. And then the media says, this is just soup. These people are very, very innocent. They're innocent people. The world is actually a small piece of the universe, right? Running against the worst candidate in the history of presidential politics puts pressure on me. Could you imagine if I lose my whole life? What am I going to do? I'm going to say, I lost to the worst candidate in the history of politics. I'm not going to feel so good. Maybe I'll have to leave the country. I don't know.
It is time for us to do what we have been doing, and that time is every day. Every day it is time for us to agree.
And Corn Pop was a bad dude, and he ran a bunch of bad boys. And I did, and back in those days, to show how things have changed, one of the things you had to use, if you used pomade in your hair, you had to wear a bathing cap. And so he was up on the board, wouldn't listen to me. I said, hey, Esther, you, off the board, or I'll come up and drag you off. Well, he came off, and he said, I'll meet you outside. My car, these were all public housing behind it. My car, there was a gate out here. I parked my car outside the gate. And he said, I'll be waiting for you. He was waiting for 3 guys in straight razors. Not a joke. There's a guy named Bill Wright, Mouse, the only white guy, and he did all the pools. He was the mechanic. And I said, what am I going to do? He said, come down here in the basement where the mechanics, where all the pool filter is. You know, the chain, used to be a chain that went across the deep end. And he cut off a 6-foot length of chain. He folded up and said, you walk out with that chain. And you walk to the car and say, you may cut me, man, but I'm going to wrap this chain around your head. I said, you kidding me? He said, no, if you don't come back. And he was right. So I walked out with the chain. And I walked up to my car. And those days, you used to remember the straight razor. You'd bang them on the curb, get them rusty, put them in a rain barrel, get them rusty. And I looked at him, but I was smart then. I said, first of all, I said, when I tell you get off the board, you get off the board, and I'll kick you out again, but I shouldn't have called you, Esther Williams. I apologize for that. I apologize, but I didn't know that apology was going to work. He said, you apologize to me? I said, I apologize for that, not for throwing you out, but I apologize for what I said. He said, okay, close the straight razor, and my heart began to beat again.
That will enhance our underlying effort to accommodate the Russian oligarchs and make sure we take their ill-begotten gains. We're going to accommodate them. We're going to seize their yachts. Kleptocracy and the guys who are the kleptocracies. But these are bad guys.
Hello? Is this... Hello? Testing. Is it on? Hello? Got a show today. How's it going? So it's been like what, 8 days? I don't know. I have no idea. I guess I have to do like the whole what happened thing, right? I guess that's required. Otherwise, people are gonna fucking hound me about it. And not the hound, like Max the Hound, who's a good boy. But, you know, the hound, like, right? And then I check my messages, and it's, you know what I mean? So anyway, I posted this on Twitter, but I know Twitter's been having some problems, and I'm going to talk about that later. But I had a YouTube strike because I made a Minecraft video God knows how long ago, maybe 8 years ago, something like that. It was a very, very old video on my channel. And I got a strike for playing Minecraft. I don't know what I said in the video because it doesn't tell me. So, yeah, that's great. I love YouTube. YouTube is a good website where you get a YouTube strike for a video you made playing Minecraft while you're a teenager. So, it's a cool website. Anyway, so I figure I'll take advantage. Some people suggested I do the show on Twitch or whatever. I said, fuck it. I'm going to take advantage of the opportunity. Instead of being angry, instead of doing the whining on social media tour, which I hate doing, and, because that's the thing. Whenever you get a YouTube strike, it's a monetizable opportunity right? Like, I could theoretically go on Twitter and say, hey, I got a YouTube strike, give me money, I'm not going to do a show for a week. I didn't feel like doing that. I took a social media break. I didn't really use Twitter for a week. I didn't look at the news for a week. Apparently Donald Trump is in the news. I'll get into that. And I just totally blacked out of the world for the last week, and here I am. So that's the story. Though, if you do want to give me money for a week of missed shows, that's an option. It's possible. You don't have to. But you can if you want. I just don't really feel like doing the cringe tour. But anyway, so I apologize for not being the best communicator, but like, again, I don't know what's there to get angry about. Like, we operate on a social media ecosystem where I can have a Minecraft video on YouTube for 10, 11 years, whatever it is. I don't know. And then get a YouTube strike for it. Like, that's crazy. Like, I don't know. Like, that's fucking hilarious to me. And, you know, when you get a YouTube strike, I can't post a channel update, you know, hey, I got a YouTube strike. Can't, because that's the funny part. So, you know, you get the strike, and then everyone's like, why aren't you posting? And you can't tell anybody. And that's why you need to have other social media. But yeah, I mean, apparently Minecraft is okay on YouTube for however long. I didn't look at the date. I'm just going off of when I think I made the video, because I haven't done Minecraft videos in many, many years. So, but anyway, that's funny. I think it's hilarious, and I chose not to get upset by it, and instead I chose to take a break. And I went on a bender. Did a lot of things on the bender, and now I'm doing a show again. But also I want to take this moment. Mila, member for 3 months, yay! But that is not what this moment is about. Mila's stealing my moment. I'm gonna take this moment to tell everybody that I am going to take the weekend off. The only reason I'm doing this show, really, is because the strike is over, so I want to do an update. But I'm going to take tomorrow and Sunday off, and I'll be back Monday. This is a soft launch. I'm only doing this just to get some of the stuff out of my system. But I am in the middle of my drug bender at this moment. So, I want to keep it going through the weekend. So, you know, just throwing that out there. But, Mila, $20 super chat. You are amazing. Dancing. What is that, a pear? Why is the pear dancing? But yeah, anyway. I played a lot of Minecraft when I was younger. And I love Minecraft, I'm not going to lie. Minecraft is a great game. I should do more Minecraft videos. If anything, this experience has taught me to play more Minecraft. But yeah. So, a little cockatoo nail check. I got to redo my bowl. This is almost all. It's all off. Copyright strikes aren't really a thing for my channel. I don't upload movies, so. But yeah, so tomorrow and Sunday I'll take off again, and Monday I should be back a little bit more properly. So I'm just throwing that out there. Farman Astophilos asked earlier about how many inches of mushrooms I've been consuming. And needless to say, we're going to need a yardstick. But yeah, I guess we'll talk about some news today. Now that I've gotten off my little soapbox. Why is it called a soapbox? What's the origin of this? I'm going to look this up. Origin of soapbox. But why soap? It's interesting. So they literally just use soap boxes. But why though? Like, that's weird. Why not like a milk crate? You know, like, why not like a can of tomato sauce crate? Why a soap box? You know, like, that's weird. Why soap? Anyway, so it's the Above It All show 1734. It's a lot. It's a lot of shows. Hello, Sparky Pete. I'm sorry if I'm a little out of it. I did not get much sleep last night. I had an experience. Maybe we'll use the term situation. I had a situation with a tick last night, and so I had to deal with that situation. Ended up staying up for a while, you know. But anyway, I was planning on sleeping better. I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna go to bed early, and then I had to deal with the situation. But anyway, so I'm also really high, you know. I should point that out as well, but I think that's obvious. But I think I'm done with the soapbox. I think the soapbox is empty. And so let's jump in. So I got this article. I mean, you know, this is one of those things, I just have the article open, but I'm just going to wing off of it. See what NPR has to say. I'm sure they're going to give us a very unbiased perspective. Republicans narrowly retake control of the House, setting up divided government. I mean, that's one way. That's one way to talk about it. It's a divided government. Yeah, it's divided. You know, I think NPR is garbage. But anyway, it wasn't the red wave many top Republicans predicted, but the GOP eked out enough wins and contested seats to gain control of the House of Representatives, according to the Associated Press. With some races still not called a week after Election Day, Republicans picked up at least 218 seats and will take over the chamber next year, with GOP leaders facing blowback about failing to deliver in what many considered a favorable political environment for their party. The potentially single-digit margin ushers in a new era of divided government. I love it. I love the euphemisms that we have decided collectively as a society we're going to use to talk about really important subjects. You know, this is like when like fucking adults are trying to talk about sex and kids are around and they talk about birds and bees. Like, motherfucker, what the fuck are you talking about? Divided government? What? Are we leaving cookies out for Santa Claus? What do you mean divided government? Like, the Republican Party literally has announced that they're going to investigate Joe Biden and Hunter Biden and Hunter Biden's laptop. This is what they're not. It's not a divided government. When one party is a fascist party that wants to kill transgender people, kill gay people, kill black people unless they vote Republican, kill brown people overseas with drones and warfare, right? Like, the Republican Party is garbage. It's not a divided government. I can't, like, this is how people talk about this shit, man. Like, it's the Twilight Zone, dude. Oh, the government's divided. Like, these people, and I'm just ranting about media, but anybody that treats the Republicans taking over the House as anything but a disaster, they're just garbage. I mean, they're garbage. I don't know what to tell you. We're going to get investigations into Hunter Biden's laptop. We're going to get investigations into Ukraine. We're going to get investigations into Joe Biden, on the phone with someone. I don't know. We're going to get a bunch of investigations. We're going to investigate that one trans, fucking healthcare secretary something. They love investigating trans people. They're going to bully the shit out of them for sure. I think there's another trans person in top-ranking government, I'm pretty sure. They're going to bully the shit out of them. They're going to do hearings about chopping up children, whatever the fuck that means. They're going to do hearings about, all of this stupid shit. But it's a divided government. They're going to go, COVID lockdown hearings, the lockdowns that never happened. They're going to investigate a lot of things. And again, let's talk about the term investigation. The words have meaning. A divided government is going to investigate the Biden family. Oh, really? Huh. If the Republicans were to investigate Joe Biden for saying COVID is over, the pandemic is over, a couple months ago, I'd be in. If they're going to investigate Joe Biden for lying about COVID numbers and pretending like it's a lot better than it is, I'd totally sign up for that. But Republicans aren't going to do that. They're not going to investigate on anything noteworthy or relatively important. They're further to the right on COVID. They want more people to die of COVID than Joe Biden does. And that's the thing. It's over. I don't know. Maybe I'm depressed. Maybe. It's possible. Everyone's talking about how this election was really great for Democrats. And, again, Democrats did better than expected. But this is not good for Democrats. I understand the way expectations work. Right? They set up how you view things. Right? So, when you expect Democrats to do really badly and they only do kind of badly. Right? I understand that, people are like, oh, yeah, okay. Better than expected. But look at this fucking shit. FunP $9.99. Happy to see you. Happy to see you as well. Your yellow hand emoji blends in with the super chat thing. That's weird. Anyway, think about this. Everyone's talking about, what the Republicans' failed messaging was. What did the Republicans? They're trying to do this autopsy bullshit. This is Trump. Too radical, too extreme. They won the House. I don't understand how anybody, any single body out there could tell you that this isn't a disaster. They're going to try to do their best to kill Social Security. They're going to try to do their best to stall. COVID funding is over. That's over. It's been over because Joe Biden is a eugenicist who doesn't give a fuck about people in this country. The Democrats and Republicans agree. They are united on the fact that science is fake. There's no such thing as a pandemic. And it doesn't matter if 1 million motherfuckers died. They're going to pretend it's not real anyway. The Democrats and Republicans, they love that shit. They love mass murdering Americans. But Republicans, they just wear it on their sleeve. Democrats will pretend, oh, what? No, mass murder. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Republicans are like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'll wear mass murder on my sleeve. Right? You ever see the Purge movies? Right? The Democrats are the purgers that go out there with the clown mask on. They want to hide their identity. The Republicans are the purgers that go out there with their face on. They don't have a mask on. And I'm going to go out there and kill people. That's the Republicans, right? They're happy about it. The Democrats, they want to be in the cloaked room. They want to, watch from the shadows, watch from the That's why they love drone strikes so much. Why do you think Barack fucking Obama loved drone strikes? He loved watching the damage on the television. I want to be as far away as possible. I'm ranting and raving here, but again, this is over. American democracy is over. It's done. It's done. Is anyone talking about the 200 to 300 election deniers that got elected last week? I know a lot of them lost. I know a lot of high-profile election deniers lost. All right, that dumb fucking Maryland. That stupid bitch in Massachusetts. The dumbest fucking fuckface to ever live in Michigan. Right? So I'm aware, and let's also say state houses. Michigan is a blue state now. Maryland, finally. For the love of Christ, Maryland, I can't. These fucking states that have, like, the Republican governor thing, but, like, the blue, everything else. I mean, Jesus Christ. But anyway, this is my ranting and raving about the elections. It's bad. It's bad. It's not good. By any stretch of the imagination. I don't know. I don't want to, deflate let the air out of people's tires or any shit like that. But it's bad. It's apocalyptically bad. Now, a lot of people say that the youth turnout was really high and the Gen Z saved us. Did they? Did Gen Z save us? Yeah, sure. Gen Z, 65-ish% on average for Democrats that I've seen. But apparently they didn't save us. I'm sorry. Did they stop the bleeding a little bit? Did they put a rag on the wound? Maybe. Well, we got to stitch that fucking shit up. It's not like the government's doing anything anyway, right? The first, 20 months of the Biden administration, nothing happened. Then they put out, 2 or 3 things that were okay. Student loan debt, that's bonged. That's over. Rip. Right, but anyway, that's gone. That's gone. Right? Whatever small possible good stuff, it's gone. It's over. Bye-bye. Republicans are going to tank the Democratic Party in the next 2 years. Now, I hope that that's not the case. 2 more years? How many 16 and 17-year-olds are going to be voting age in 2 years? I don't know. But is that really what we want to do politically? Just hope to God? We're not going to tell young people our message. We're not going to campaign to young people. No. We'll just hope that they vote. That's the Democrat strategy. That's the official strategy of the Democratic Party. Is the most important demographic we are going to do the least amount of effort to capture. Meanwhile, Republicans, they always do so well on social media. That's why they thought that they were going to do so much better in this election, because they live in that weird social media right-wing echo chamber. But I mean, again, I don't know. I'm open to the argument the kids are going to save us. But I've met a lot of kids. I've met a lot of Gen Z. And again, they're not going to save us. This is the arrival fallacy. Oh, the young people are going to become 18 and then something. No, there is no then something. Then fucking the devil comes out of the fucking San Andreas fault. I don't know. Now, a lot of people are saying, oh, it's going to be funny. The next 2 years is going to be funny. Yeah? It's going to be funny? Oh, maybe Kevin McCarthy will not become... Maybe Republicans are going to force the vote against Kevin McCarthy. Could be funny. Yeah, it'll be funny. In the same way, watching a fucking old lady fall down an escalator is funny. The bitch broke her fucking spine. She's dead. But you know what? The way she fell down that escalator, not gonna lie, kind of funny. Yeah, sure, it's gonna be funny. I don't want to be too depressed here. I don't want to make anyone upset. But, yeah, it's bad. It's really bad. It's not good. The best case scenario was that Democrats hold the House and that we get 2 more years of what we just went through. So, like, rewind 2 years up until now. That was the best case scenario. Now, the worst case scenario, let's be honest. What is the functional difference between the Senate and the House being Democrat or Republican? The Senate being Democratic is important because of judges. So, I say, step one, every Democrat judge on the Supreme Court resigns today. Today. They resign. Today. Gone. Bye. Biden needs to appoint. Jackson is fine, but every other Democrat on the court needs to be replaced by a 30 or 40-year-old, preferably a 20-year-old, but I'm not sure if they're allowed to do that. But are they going to do that? Think about this. Think about this. Think about this. The best possible scenario with this, with Republicans holding the House, are Democrats going to do that? No. No, they're not. They're not. They're going to wait until they lose in 2024. And then one of the fucking stupid bitch judges is going to fucking collapse of old age in 2027 or 2028, a week before Election Day, just like last time. The worst case scenario is here. This is the worst case scenario for the 2022 election. The worst case scenario is Republicans take any chamber of government. That's the worst case scenario. Now, would it be technically worse if they took the Senate too? Absolutely. You know, there's a lot of circuit court, federal, whatever judgeships the Democrats are going to be able to get in, and that's important, and that's cool, and that's good. But let's be real. Is Joe Biden appointing a federal judge going to stop climate catastrophe? No. No. We're fucked. Maybe I'm being too pessimistic. It's possible. But we're fucked. It's over. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I am not looking forward to investigations into like one 16-year-old getting top surgery for fucking 6 months of investigations. I'm not looking forward to that. I'm not looking forward to the Satan-worshipping cabal investigations. I'm not looking forward to talking about Hunter Biden. Oh, Hunter Biden fucks hookers. Oh! Not looking forward to talking about these dumb fuckers in their Ukrainian position of, you know, Russia's combating the woke European left, or whatever the fuck, these conspiracy fucking nutbags. Nothing good is going to happen. So, anyway, on this front, on the U.S. government, I mean, just think about this. Think about this. Just think about it. Think about it. Like, I know a lot of people in their media bubbles right now, in their echo. I don't want to pop your bubble. A lot of people, oh, the Democrats did so well. They outperformed. Good news. Good news. I'm sorry. There is no good news. I'm sorry. It's over. It's over. Oh, great. Maryland has a Democratic governor. Good for them. I'm sure Maryland is going to be at the forefront of stopping climate change. Like, think about what Democrats do with state houses. Think about what Republicans do with state houses. You know, pass bills to send people to jail for going to the doctor. Pass bills to give people money if they catch anyone in their family going to a doctor that they shouldn't supposed to be going to. That's what Republicans do with power. Democrats, what do? hey, we'll legalize weed, but we'll do it in a way that gives all the money to corporations, like in California and New Jersey. Yeah, bro, look how cool we are, man. We're legalizing weed for corporations. You know, the black market for marijuana in California is more profitable than the legal market. Why is that? Because of the fucking stupid corporate handout regulations. So great. Democrats control Michigan. Wow. Great. Democrats, what else did they? Minnesota. Great. I'm happy for people that live in Minnesota. But, you know, it's not good. It's not good. So, that's my opinion on the Republicans taking the House. It's bad. It's really, really bad. And there's no sugarcoating. There's no fucking deep frying this turd. It's just bad. Anyway, Retro Boomer, I'm happy to hear about you and the veggie burgers. Beyond and Impossible. I think Beyond is maybe impossible. I always forget. I suck at like remembering which one is which. But one of them is better than the other. But I don't remember which one is better than the other. But, yeah, my opinion, the only reason to eat meat is if you are forced to by your financial conditions. Let's say you're disabled and you can't leave the house to go to the store and you're only eating, like, what, you know, your family has in the fridge or whatever. That's one thing. But, like, for 99% of people, the only reason to eat meat is if you're garbage. Oh. Like, it's just a moral failing. I consider it a moral failing. Now, note, by the way, that I don't consider rampant drug use to be a moral failing. If someone were to tell me one of two things, I eat meat or I like heroin, I'd be more concerned if someone said I eat meat. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing that out there. But anyway, now that I've got my hot takes out there, my hair is a mess. I haven't really brushed it in like God knows how long. I don't know. Oh, Christ. All right, what else do we got here? Nancy Pelosi. Oh, we're also on NPR today. Speaker Pelosi says she will step down as party leader after 2 decades at the top. Y'all, can we talk about like Nancy Pelosi's tenure as House Speaker? Like, if you were to create a list of history and collaborators, Nancy Pelosi would, I mean, Elizabeth Warren on that list too, right? Barack Obama is a massive collaborator. But Nancy Pelosi, man, that is some crazy fucking shit. Not impeaching George W. Bush. Think about this. It took Nancy Pelosi until 2020 to impeach Donald Trump. Think about that. Does anyone remember in 2018 when Rashida Tlaib at her victory party said we're going to impeach the motherfucker? Does anyone remember that? And then Nancy Pelosi personally went out to defend Donald Trump and say that the radical wing of the Democratic Party is not going to go into the partisanship or whatever. Do you remember that fucking shit? Nancy Pelosi, how much money has she made in the last 20 fucking years or so? How much money has this selfish, narcissistic whore fucking made? We look at the last year alone. Insider trading, stock buybacks, crafting legislation, going to Taiwan to create an international crisis to raise her own stock portfolio. This bitch is as bad as they get. Nancy Pelosi is garbage. Nancy Pelosi is garbage. 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 Pure and utter human excrement. I despise Nancy Pelosi. I despise everything about her. Everything she stands for. I despise anybody who likes her. I can't and won't respect anybody that has anything good to say about Nancy Pelosi. She's trash. She's a fucking failure. What did Nancy Pelosi do with the Democratic trifecta over the last 2 years? What did she do? Nothing. Nothing. She did nothing. What did we get? What did we get? Oh, the American Rescue Plan. Which, by the way, let's be honest, was mostly Trump's fucking idea. Trump threw that fucking shit into the discourse. If Trump didn't throw the $2,000 meme into the discourse, would Democrats have done that? Probably not. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi insured us. She told everybody, don't worry, we'll make a deal with Joe Manchin. Don't worry, Build Back Better, bro. Build Back Better. We're gonna get Joe Manchin, walk him into a room, and we're gonna sit down, smoke a couple cigars, and build back better. Remember that? Or she gave us all her word. Oh, we're gonna build back better. Fuck yeah, bro. She is a terrible politician. Now, again, the right wing has demonized Nancy Pelosi in, like, the dumbest fucking way imaginable. Like, the right wing calls Nancy Pelosi, like, a fucking Satan worshiper. Let's be honest. Now, again, I know the right wing's a lost cause. If Nancy Pelosi was a Satan worshiper, that would be the only cool thing about her. But no, what is she, like a stupid fucking Catholic? Is Nancy Pelosi a Catholic? What the fuck kind of stupid ass fucking shit is she? Let me look this up. Yeah. She fucking went to the Vatican. I remember that, okay? She went to the fucking Vatican this year. Like, we want to talk about cabals. Fuck. The Vatican. Holy shit, don't get me started. But anyway. I mean, we're talking about the worst opposition leader, debatably, of all time. Think about it. Come up with another example. Let's go. Can you think? Hey, the only one I can think of, Chuck Schumer. But hey, whew. But can you think of another example of just an outright terrible, the worst possible opposition leader? Think about it. 2 Republicans she had the opportunity to impeach, and she failed. Now again, Donald Trump did get impeached twice, it's true. But for the dumbest fucking shit. The dumbest fucking shit. The Ukraine phone call? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking joking? That? And then January 6th, my God. Remember what Nancy Pelosi did after January 6th? Remember? Does anyone remember this? Cory Bush, progressive from Missouri, introduced a resolution to invoke 14th Amendment, Section 3, which is the insurrection clause of the 14th Amendment that says if you engage in an insurrection or give aid and comfort to those who engage in an insurrection, you are banned from office. Cory Bush, along with, I believe, 40 other progressive members of the House, basically had the right idea. We have a way to essentially ban the Republican Party, most, if not all of them, from office. What did Nancy Pelosi do in that pivotal moment? She once again decided, hey, the left-wingers are wrong. Let me defend the people that shat in my office. That's what Nancy Pelosi did. Now, again, you can say Nancy Pelosi has had a lot of rough statements on January 6th, similar to Kanye West's rough statements on Jewish. But again, when push came to shove, when she had the chance to use the speakership position to elevate 14th Amendment Section 3, she decided to kick down the left, who actually cared about the Constitution. She never gave a fuck about holding Trump accountable. If she gave a fuck about holding Trump accountable, Trump would have been investigated for his multiple crimes. Emoluments, tax fraud, murder. Now again, one of Donald Trump's first drone strikes in office murdered an American child, right? So hey, I don't know, man. Maybe we should impeach the motherfucker for that shit? I don't know. But instead, we're going to impeach him over a fucking shitty-ass fucking extortion phone call. One of thousands, by the way. Terrible fucking... she has a statement. I don't even know if I want to read this statement. With great confidence, our caucus I will not seek re-election for Democratic leadership in next Congress. I'm grateful that so many are ready and willing, blah, blah, blah. She warned that democracy is majestic but fragile. You know what's crazy? Is you think, oh shit, millennials, Gen X, Gen Z? Well, the octogenarian's gone. So, surely the younger people that are going to take over that position. Who's number 2? Is it like Steny Hoyer or some shit? Who's going to be like, who's like going to assume the Democratic like leader position? Is it going to be like Steny Hoyer or like Jeffries, or I guess Tim Ryan's gone. Whoops. But they're not going to be better. Spoiler alert, they're going to be worse. I hate everything about this country. I hate the founding of this country. I hate the culture of this country. I hate the people. Oh God, I hate the people in this country. I despise the people in this country. I hate the politicians in this country. I hate the media in this country. I hate the food in this country. I hate the air in this country. I hate the water in this country. I hate the history of this country. I hate America. Fully and absolutely. There's not a single aspect of America that I like at all. I think it's all horrible. And Nancy Pelosi was the opposition leader to the rise of fascism. Think about this. The rise of fascism in this country. The rise of fucking fascism in this country. Nancy Pelosi was the opposition leader. And she did nothing but enable and accelerate fascism's rise in this country. Think about it. That's her role in history. She's not going to be remembered for the fucking CHIPS Act and her stock portfolios. She's not going to be remembered for this. She's not going to be remembered for this, tearing the speech. She's not going to be remembered for being gracious and majestic. She's not going to be remembered for calling Ralph Northam on January 6th. She's going to be remembered for being the failure of an opposition leader for the rise of fascism in this country, a collaborator with fascists, an endorser, and an enabler of fascists. That is her legacy. She's garbage. She's garbage. The sooner she steps down, not just from House leadership, but from the mortal plane into the gates of hell, the better for us all. And given her age, it's probably pretty soon, so. But she needs to leave politics. I mean, again, she's still a fucking goddamn representative. She needs to resign. She needs to fucking resign. Get her the fuck away from anybody and everybody else. Put her in a fucking mental asylum for all I care. So anyway, to answer someone's question earlier, yes, I did provide an update at the start of the show. If anybody wants to give me money, I would appreciate that. I couldn't do a show for a week. So, I'm worried about money. So, if anyone, you don't have to. You could probably spend it in better ways. But it's an option, just throwing that out there. Let's talk about Twitter. Twitter. Yeah. I signed on to Twitter last night for the first time in a couple days. And I didn't have a notifications feed. Didn't work. I tried refreshing my notifications because I posted something for the first time in a couple days. And it didn't work. I couldn't see anybody's replies. I had to click on the tweet itself to look at the replies. Pretty crazy. Anyway, Twitter. This is the latest. I mean, I could go through every single one of these events, but honestly, let's just go in with this one. Twitter hit with mass resignations after Elon Musk's hardcore ultimatum. Hardcore ultimatum? Is Twitter turning into a pornography website? Let's find out. Elon Musk is now facing a new crisis at Twitter as a wave of employees seem to reject his ultimatum of an extremely hardcore Twitter 2.0 or leave the company, hours after a deadline for workers to check yes on a Google form accepting long hours at high intensity. It seems a large number of employees have rejected. There's a missing quote here. But, quote, long hours at high intensity, it seems a large number of employees have rejected Musk's vision. Elon Musk is the physical incarnation and manifestation of the Reddit tech bro crunch but loves to crunch kind of mindset. You ever read these fucking the Sigma grind set bullshit where you got to be hustling 18 hours a day, otherwise you're going to fall behind. These people, the people that write books about how to how to get 5 sources of passive income in 30 days or something. And then the start of the book is ask someone for a seed money. The part 1 of the book is, just collect $20,000 for an investment. You ever read any of this shit? I have had unfortunate encounters with many of these people. The Reddit grind set, hustle culture losers. Losers. The temporarily embarrassed billionaires that are in this country. Losers. Losers. Anybody that works more than they have to is a loser. Especially if they're working for other people. You're a loser. Now again, if your version of Sigma grind set is invest like $50K into the stock market and be a day trader, and you just, whatever, you're not really working for anybody, that's one thing. But these people, what they love doing is they love selling their souls to venture capitalists and billionaires and rich people. We're talking about the kind of person, not a wealthy person. I'm not talking about wealthy people. I'm talking about the chaff. I'm talking about the plankton here. The kind of person that watches Shark Tank and goes, damn, I love this show. Think about it. Joseph Martinez, $20, super chat. What even is that? Is that like a lemon praying in front of a bush? Who comes up with that stuff, man? Think about it. The people that watch Shark Tank and go, one of these days, I'm going to be Mark Cuban. Elon Musk is the physical manifestation of that. Elon Musk thinks, first of all, Elon Musk couldn't define what work is to save his life. Elon Musk could not define what high intensity work is to save his fucking life. If someone had a gun to Elon Musk's head and asked him to define what work was, needless to say, we would be with one less billionaire. Elon Musk has never worked a day in his fucking life. Elon Musk, what he does is he gets money and pays people to work for him. And part of the contract is that he claims all the credit. He doesn't work. Elon Musk is not coming up with these great ideas. Okay, I need you to understand this. Billionaires are not smarter than us. Billionaires are not people that have something special about them. Billionaires are lucky and dumb. Billionaires are lucky and dumb. I had to say that twice for emphasis. A lot of people say Elon Musk is the founder of Tesla. Tesla founder and CEO is what he identifies as. He bought Tesla when it was an already successful company and then did a quote second founding of the country so that he could claim he's a founder. He bought the company, stole their intellectual property. Well, I guess he didn't steal it because he bought it. But anyway, the point is he claims credit for all of it when he had nothing to do with it. He didn't invent any Tesla things. He didn't invent any cool electric batteries. He didn't invent any spaceships at SpaceX. He invented nothing. He invented nothing. He's not smart. He's not a tech whiz. He's not a really good coder. He's not really good with blueprints. He's not an engineer. He is a lazy, rich, dumb fuck. That's it. And we're seeing that kind of play out in the most bare and naked way with the Twitter thing. So I know I'm being a little long-winded here. Bear with me, I haven't done a show in a week. I have a lot to say. Twitter is not a tech company in the sense that it creates like Tesla or SpaceX, right? It does not create this new technology, right? Twitter is the kind of tech company that, it's kind of just like they had a decent idea and they're just kind of coasting off of it, right? Like Twitter, decent idea in 2006 or whatever. What if we had like microblogging and like a federated timeline where everyone... Great idea, okay? And then that's pretty much it. Think about it. Twitter is not like... What is Twitter? It's got an algorithm, but anyone can make an algorithm. Elon Musk didn't make an algorithm, right? Every other fucking social media website has an algorithm. That's not really that impressive. What is Twitter? Every update they add to Twitter seemingly makes it worse. And this is before Elon Musk bought it. Twitter is someone had a pretty good idea when the internet was in an infancy period, and they were the first one to implement that idea. How did they implement that idea? Money that they had from other sources. A lot of people probably had the same idea for Twitter, didn't have the money, didn't have the father that had the seed capital, didn't know a friend in finance. Elon Musk, right? Twitter is not really technology, really. I mean, it's as basic as technology as it can get. And again, I know a lot of people are doing this fucking, oh, the Twitter employees. Was Twitter 2009? I want to say it was 2006. I could be wrong. I don't know. Oh, the Twitter employees! Oh! The noble Twitter employees. You know, fuck these Twitter employees, man. Let's be honest. I don't care about any of them. I don't. They all worked for a shitty fucking company doing shitty fucking things that didn't provide an ounce of value to anybody. Talk about busy work. This is like when you're in 3rd grade and you get like you finish the test early, right? And your teacher gives you another worksheet to do. Motherfucker, I finished the test early. I want to sit here and read a book about fucking unicorns. I don't want to sit here and do an extra assignment. That's busy work. That's every Twitter employee. They're not impressive. They're not people with an incredible resume. They didn't work on anything that mattered at all. I'm going to be honest. Twitter is a drug addiction. Social media is a drug addiction. Americans are addicted to dopamine, which they get from when people like their post or when they get a reply to their post. All Twitter is a drug dealer in the alley behind the Wendy's that's giving you the good stuff. That's what Twitter is, right? So the employees there, fuck the employees. Fuck them. I'm glad they lost their jobs. Fuck them. Fuck that website. Oh, the poor, precious CEO. Really, the CEO of Twitter. Oh no, he got fired. Oh no! Wow, I'm sure he's going to be in a hard time. I'm sure hard times are falling upon the Twitter leadership. Let's go back to Elon Musk here. Exactly how many employees opted for severance over remaining at Twitter isn't yet clear. The New York Times reported that the number was in the hundreds, while others early reports suggest the number could be much higher. The departures come at after Musk already cut 50% of Twitter's jobs and mass layoffs. So here are people that worked for Twitter. Just this whole culture. I hate tech culture. I really do. I love technology. I love the science. I hate the people. Once again, I hate the people. This laptop, I see this laptop and I want to spill coffee on this laptop like Jesus fucking Christ. It's not funny. Anyway. As the deadline approached, Musk reportedly grew concerned about how many remaining employees would leave the company. In a new memo, he appeared to walk back some of his earlier comments banning all remote work, though he still said he would fire managers if remote workers on their teams weren't performing. Anyway, Twitter no longer has any communication staff, but Musk so far has... So, this is where they normally would say we reached out to whatever for comment, but they can't. No one's there to be reached out to. But anyway, we're seeing an experiment happen in real time. This is a science experiment. What happens when you give a billionaire a website where they think they know what they're doing and they really don't? Now, this stuff happens at Tesla. Remember when Elon Musk was doing that big fucking demonstration with the Cybertruck? And he's like, look, I'm going to throw this rock at the window and it's going to be fine. And then the fucking window cracked and broke. Right? I don't know how, after that happened, anyone respected this guy. But I mean, this is like, again, a much more exposing example of billionaires are not special. There's not, quote, something about them. There isn't. They are lucky and dumb. Anybody can create a website like Twitter. Anybody. Twitter is not a revolutionary website. It is not. It does not, like, I'm sorry, it's just not. It's not technologically impressive. It's not user-friendly. Right? Its policies are garbage. Its algorithms are garbage. And it generates an entire generation of dopamine addicts along with other awful fucking social media platforms like TikTok. Dare I say YouTube. But again, Musk went into this. Everybody around him, you're so smart, bro. Dogecoin, bro. Elon, bro. We're going to go to Mars, bro. Hell yeah, bro. You're going to get Twitter, bro. Free speech, bro. Everyone in Elon Musk's orbit is a yes man. He lives in an echo chamber of people who believe he's smart because he has money. People genuinely, they actually believe that money is equivalent to your intelligence. Well, I have a question for you. In order to learn, what do? I don't know. Buy a book. You don't learn anything sitting on a pile of cash. But when you spend the money, you might learn something. So think about that. This guy is in a room of yes men. Everyone's telling him, you're so smart, bro. Give me a Dogecoin, bro. He actually thought, oh yeah, Twitter, we're going to do Sigma Grindset. The Reddit bros are going to love this shit, bro. It's going to be great, bro. And everyone fucking quit? That's pretty much all I have to say on the subject. I will say this much. If Elon Musk does destroy Twitter, that would be the only good thing he's ever done for society. Personally, my opinion is social media is a bad thing. I don't like social media. I don't like society. I don't like people at all. So, but I'm losing it on the social media thing. I don't like it. And I don't want to use it. I don't want to use Twitter. I don't like Twitter. I think it's an awful website. It's got awful people. The way I see it, going on Twitter, it's like going to a bar. Except not a good bar where they play cool music and everyone's gay, but a bad bar where it's a bunch of drunk rednecks that fight each other. That's Twitter. Every time you see anyone on Twitter, imagine interacting with a stranger who's drunk at a bar. That's every Twitter user. Every Twitter user goes on the website to yell at each other. Every Twitter user goes on the website to complain, to cry, to whine. That's Twitter. The drug may be different, but the social contagion is the same. So anyway, that's my statement on Twitter. I have one more story for today. The keen observers may guess what it is. I mean, I couldn't do a show without talking about it, so. I'd like to once again reiterate, I will be taking tomorrow and Sunday off. Last week, I have begun a bender, of which I am still on currently. So, this is a soft launch, you know. I'll be back on Monday. But I got one more story for today. I would be remiss if I did not speak about. So I have a snippet here. Now apparently this whole speech is an hour or something. I'm not watching the whole speech. I'm sorry, not happening. But here's a snippet of Orange J Man doing the thing.
In order to make America great and
Are
glorious.
you fucking serious with this audio? Look, it's all the way up. Look at this. No joke. It's all the way up. Check this out. Can you hear this? Can you hear this? No. I'm not even joking. ABC News. 14 million subscribers. They have 14 million subscribers. Apparently, Elon Musk went in and fired the fucking audio department here. Can you hear that shit? What the fuck is with these fucking news companies that don't know how to do fucking sound mixing? I learned how to do sound mixing when I was fucking 14 years old. I learned how to do sound mixing. 14 million subscribers, ABC News, no sound mixing. So I gotta do some fucking... I know I'm getting really angry over the sound here, but I gotta do some production end bullshit to get this fucking shit boosted, because ABC News, apparently, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Alright, Donald Trump, Orange J Man.
In order to make America great and glorious again, I am tonight announcing my candidacy.
I can't hear this. I need closed fucking captions, man. Jesus fucking Christ, I feel like my grandma. Okay?
In order to make America great and glorious again, I am tonight announcing my candidacy for President of the United States.
I love when Donald Trump goes like this, look, where he has like, his bottom lip is like straight, you know? He's like this. Like, look, hold up. You just did it. Hold up. Yeah, there it is. Hold up, check it out. Yeah, whoa, I went full screen for a sec. What is that? Like, what is this face? That's like how I would smile in like first grade on like picture day. You know, autistic little fuck in first grade on picture day. That's how I would smile. So I'm just throwing that out there. Like, what is that? I don't know.
So many incredible friends and family here tonight. It's such a beautiful thing. Some people say, how do you speak before so many people all the time? When there's love in the room, it's really easy, if you want to know the truth. It really is.
You know what I hate about these motherfuckers? You know what I hate about Republicans? Is when they don't shut the fuck up about love. Oh, it's love. Yeah, there's love in the air. You know, again, we don't live in a world where there is such a thing as the English language. We don't. I just covered an article about NPR talking about a divided government. Really? What is divided government? Oh, the government's divided. That doesn't mean anything. The media does not give you information. The media speaks in vague... Like, when you were watching media, politics, politicians, rich people, aristocrats, right? It's like fucking, like, I don't know, it's like Silent Hill. Like, there's fog everywhere. It's like The Mist, you know? Like, you can't see fucking 5 feet in front of you with the language that they use. There's love in the air. Oh, really? There's love in the air? The Republican Party. Like, Donald Trump in 2016 won an election. Like, what was it? Like 2-3 weeks or something? After he talked about grabbing women by the pussy without their consent, and he won an election. This is the guy who's talking about love in the air. But again, we don't live in a world where love has a definition. Where we can sit back and we can define what is love. We don't live in that world. There is no definition. There's no definition of in. There's no definition of air.
You ought to try it sometime. Together we will be taking on the most corrupt forces and entrenched interests imaginable.
Again, language. Corrupt forces. Entrenched interests. Corrupt forces. Really? Corrupt forces? Is this a fucking... what? Is this like the text opening screen to like a 1990s sci-fi movie? Right? Like, you know, like where there's epic music playing and there's like some weird future font scrolling down the screen, like the screen in like Terminator or something, you know? And the corrupt forces, like, it doesn't mean anything. Entrenched interests. Entrenched interests. This guy in 2016 ran on lowering prescription drug prices, had one meeting with CEOs from the pharmaceutical industry, and then endorsed raising prescription drug prices. And he's going to go up against entrenched interests.
Our country is in a horrible state. We're in grave trouble. This is not a task for a politician or a conventional candidate. This is a task for a great movement that embodies the courage, confidence, and the spirit of the American people. This is a...
Oh, it embodies the courage, confidence, and spirit of the American people? I love, in the same fucking breath, where Donald Trump is like, I'm not a conventional politician, in the same fucking breath, he jumps out here with corrupt forces and the spirit of the American people. Really? This sounds like a Joe Biden speech. Let's be honest. What's the difference? Joe Biden says the soul of America. Donald Trump says the spirit of America. But no. I'm not a conventional politician, bro. We're going up against the entrenched interests, bro. I'm not conventional, bro. It's about the American spirit, bro. We're going to make America great again.
A movement. This is not for any one individual. This is a job for tens of millions of proud people working together from all across the land and from all walks of life, young and old, black and white, Hispanic and Asian, many of whom we have brought together for the very, very first time. If you look at the numbers, if you look at what's happened with Hispanic, with African American, with...
I love how he speaks English, right? As in not very much so. If you look at what's happened with Hispanic, like that's not... You look at what's happened with Hispanic.
Asian, and just look at what's happening. This is a...
And again, not a conventional politician, bro. Look at what's happening. It's the American spirit, bro. Corrupt forces, man. Look at what's happening. Have you seen what's happening with Hispanic? Look, bro. It's the American spirit, the courage. Millions, bro. I'm not a conventional politician. I'm just telling you, we're going up against corrupt forces. And we need to endure with the American spirit and the eagle and the fucking, I don't know, like you get the anthem and you sing a song of America. But not a conventional politician. Not at all. Really. Draped in American flags, not a conventional politician. Using the same fucking slogan from fucking 8 years ago, not a conventional politician. Tell me this. any one of these Trump fucking dick riders, no offense to people that ride dick, but they tell you he's not a conventional politician. They tell you he's different. In what fucking way is this guy not a conventional politician? Answer me that question. Now, again, in 2016, I would listen to this argument. Yeah, he's going out there, he's talking about the fuck word, he's grabbing bitches by the pussy, committing rapes on television. Probably not conventional. But again, 2016 was 8 fucking years ago. I'm talking about the campaign, right? You know, you start the campaign 2015 or so. 7 3/4 years ago, whatever it is. That's a long time ago. You ever notice how right-wingers, like I don't know, like November 5th or whatever, right? Of 2016, that week they won the election, was like a stasis beam. Right? That's why whenever right-wingers talk about like SJWs, right? Like they use the same photos, right? They use the same slogans, Make America Great Again. 8 years in the running, let's just do it again. Really, make America great again? When was America great? It wasn't. It never was. It never will be. This guy's been running on the same tired fucking garbage for nearly 8 fucking years. 8 fucking years of nothing? Of nothing. And people still want to come out here and say, yo, Donald Trump is going to make America great again, bro. He's going to do it all, bro. He's going to fight the corrupt forces, bro. Drain the swamp, bro. Yeah, Steve Mnuchin, Treasury Secretary, really drained the fucking swamp, huh? Mike Pompeo, as fucking Secretary of State, really draining the fucking swamp, man. Hell yeah. Betsy DeVos, Education Secretary. Man, they drained the fuck out of that goddamn swamp, right? Come on, bro. MAGA, bro. These people are gone. I need you to understand, they're zombies. Trump fans are not human beings. They are not. And I say this sincerely, do not share anything at all, other than the fact that we are manufactured with carbon. I do not share anything with Trump supporters. They are evil. They are hateful. They make everyone around them and their lives worse. Have you met a Republican? Do you have any Republicans in your family? I do. And they're all fucking garbage. They're garbage. They're fucking garbage. They're dumb fuck shit for brains fuck faces. I hate them. Now, they might be able to have a good time playing Scrabble. Oh, yeah, we're going to sit around at the Super Bowl party, Thanksgiving dinner. Maybe. They can be tolerable in some very abstract contexts. But overall, 99.9% of the time, Republicans are trash. Ask a Republican, what is Donald Trump doing for America? You will not get an answer. You won't. You won't get an answer. You'll get the swamp and the deep state and you're not going to get an answer. So I don't know. Donald Trump, here it is. Oh wow, he announced. Motherfucker announced 2024 run on January fucking 7th, bro. Like, I'm telling you, this isn't an announcement. This isn't fucking anything. This isn't news. This is nothing. This is nothing. This is, as Donald Trump is very familiar with, syndicated reruns of a show that people tell us that they liked, but that no one actually really watched or cared about in any fundamental way. A show that was really popular at the time, but nobody quotes it. A show that was really popular at the time, but no one remembers it. No one goes and watches it unless it's syndicated on TBS or whatever other fucking, thing does syndication, right? No one gives a fuck about Donald Trump except for the morons. And guess what? They control the country. You might be wondering, how does 15 to 20% of the human population in the United States of America, how do they control the country? Because we don't live in a democracy. Half the country doesn't vote because they're fucking stupid. Half the country, dumb fucks. They don't vote. How many presidential election votes were cast in 2020? Joe Biden got 80 million or so. Donald Trump got 70 million or so. You add those up, what do you get? You get half the country. Half the country voted. So half the country doesn't fucking vote. Great job. You're really teaching them a lesson! Yeah, you ever meet these non-voters? Oh, we're going to teach the Republicans a lesson. We're going to teach the Democrats a lesson. Yeah, man, I'm not going to participate in the system, man. Well, you're doing a really good job. You really taught Nancy Pelosi a lesson. She had an 80-year run in politics and made literally hundreds of millions of dollars. You really taught her a fucking lesson. Wow, good job. Hope she does well on her test. So half the country doesn't fucking vote because they're fucking stupid. And no, I'm not talking about fucking, I have a felony. I'm not talking about people that can't vote because their voting right was stripped away. I'm talking about the people that can vote and choose not to because they're fucking stupid. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about an electorate that hasn't updated their knowledge of the world or political opinions in decades. You ever meet these motherfuckers? And again, we're talking about the stasis brain. There's stasis brain motherfuckers all over the place. Where like, you know what people say, like your musical taste is developed when you're a teenager and it doesn't really change? It's like that for politics, but not necessarily when someone's a teenager. Most people don't. Like most people, when they get into politics, they stay that way forever. Most people. Right? And that's why you see the same motherfuckers saying the same fucking phrases. Make America great again. Make America great again. Year 8, they're still doing it. Make America great again. Woo. USA, the soul of the country. You ever think about this? Like most people, when they enter, think about human psychology for a moment. Most people, like let's say, thought experiment. Someone is lying to you. Someone is not lying to you. Think of any scenario. Tobacco industry and scientific papers, right? Someone is lying to you, someone is not lying to you. This is a binary. Now, if someone lies to you, and that's the first, like, let's say you've never heard of cigarettes before, right? Or just insert anything, whatever it is. Let's look at the Nancy Pelosi or Paul Pelosi hammer attack, right? For example. The first thing you hear, this is human psychology, sticks. It sticks, right? So let's say we're talking about the average person. The average person hears the liar first, and they hear the truth later. It's going to take more effort for this person to flip from the lie to the truth than if they were told the truth first, right? The first thing that people hear on a subject typically is solidified as their opinion. Most people don't even have opinions. Most people, they outsource their opinions to some vague shit they remember hearing on the radio on the drive to work or on Fox News in the morning. Most people don't have, you ever talk to a Republican? They don't have opinions. They don't know things. I mean, I look at that fucking CRT video with that Virginia guy. I don't know what CRT is, but I don't like it. They don't know things. Republican voters are fucking stupid. They don't know anything. That's why they just say, buzzword, drain the swamp, corrupt elites, the elites. They don't know anything. And when we have a climate, and I'm not talking about weather, when we have a media and a social climate that does not equally value truth and objectivity, everything is open for interpretation. And again, the first thing people hear typically is what they believe. And that's why you see so many of these Republicans that are stuck in 2015. They're stuck in 2016. They're stuck. They're posting the same photo of the same SJW. They're posting the same memes. They're listening to the same music. They're supporting the same politicians because they don't change. Very, 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 we're talking an extreme minority in a minority of people actively seek out new information and change their mind when new facts are presented to them. Very rarely does that happen. We're talking about a fraction of a percent. Do people actually seek out new information and update their worldview based on that information? No one does that shit. We're talking about 1% of 1% of people do that. Certainly not with politics. People don't do that. These people are monsters. Politicians are evil. They're evil. But so are the average Americans. They're all evil. They all participate in a fucked up reality TV show called America, called the United States. They're all in on the game. They're all going to their jobs, doing their things, keeping the machine alive, and voting for stupid motherfuckers or not voting to teach Nancy Pelosi a lesson. Yeah. You know how she made hundreds of millions of dollars over the course of her career? She really got taught a lesson when you didn't vote in 2008. Yeah. I got nothing. Anyway, Donald Trump 2024, y'all. Here we go. So that's my show. It's the Above It All show, 1734. November 18, 2022. It's a Max dog here. Maxie, hi. I don't know if you can hear him, but there he is. But yeah, I apologize. I don't apologize for anything. I don't care. If you like the show, you like it. If you don't like the show, you fuck off. It's that simple. I don't care. I don't care who watches. I don't care how many people watch. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, go away. Also, Andrew Kohler, when did Orange Gay Man's brand of fascism get so boring? Probably when he won the election in 2016. I would imagine, but thank you for that. Anyway, like I said, tomorrow and Sunday I will also take off. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to make a big deal about anything, but I don't know. I'll have more announcements by the end of the year on stuff, but yeah. Thorman, what the fuck? Like, first of all, Thorman, the reason why nobody fucking cared about what you said when you said it originally, like 10 fucking minutes ago. Like, has Tyler responded to Thorman a single time? Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, it's the fact checkers that are the problem. It's not, I don't know, the entire media ecosystem. It's not the rich politicians lying. It's the fact checkers. It's only the fact checkers. As it, like, Americans knew everything before fact checking. Before fact checking became a thing, Americans were super hyper intelligent and aware. And then the fact checkers came in and fucked it all up. Dumb fuck shit for brains. Dumb fuck shit for brains. Anyway, I don't know, man. If you want to reach out to me in any fashion, the best way to do it, probably Twitter. But I don't know. Thorman, I don't know if you understand what live chat versus top chat is. But Jesus Christ, I mean, fuck. Arima Seni 1. I don't know what it is your goal is. I don't know what you're trying to do. If you're funny. If you're doing a troll, I don't know what it is. I'm not interested. Nobody here is interested. I suggest you do something else with your life. But anyway, tomorrow I'll take off. Go subscribe to my other channel on YouTube. I've been uploading some stuff there. I've been playing some Doom recently. I'm sorry, Arima Seni. I've never seen who you are. You've never commented on anything before. And your first time ever commenting on anything is some stupid ass troll post. I mean, it's possible I interpreted it incorrectly. It's possible. But I'm open to that idea. But, you know. Anyway, I'm going to go continue my drug bender. I will see you all on Monday. And if anyone needs to reach out to me, you can, and I'll reply. I just want to say, a lot of people have sent me messages over the last week. How do I respond? Like, oh, are you okay? No, I'm not okay. Okay, I guess. All right, it's that. There you go. Hey, how you doing? Not good. So there's your response. Just a blanket, you know. And I get it. I appreciate it. I know this is cognitive dissonance for me. Like, if I disappear and no one sends me a message, I'll freak out. If I disappear and everyone sends me messages, I freak out. I understand there's no correct thing to do. And so, and I get, people want to, and I'm not, you can feel free, but like, please don't be offended if I don't respond. Like, just let me do my thing. Say what you need to say. Chances are, if you send me a message, I will read it. Like, there is a high chance I will read it. But there is a low chance I will respond. So I apologize if anybody is, I don't know. I've not been in a great mood for a while. Maybe a couple months. I don't know. And so, taking a break. I'll be back Monday. And sorry for being bitchy if I was. But it's possible that it's okay and that you need to get over it too. All right, bye.
Governor's race here in Virginia.
Getting back to the basics of teaching children, not teaching them critical race theory.
And what is critical race theory?
Well, I'm not going to get into the specifics of it because I don't understand it that much, but it's something that what little bit that I know I don't care for.
And what have you heard that you don't?
Well,
that you don't like?
I'm not going to, I don't have that much knowledge on it, but it's something that I'm not. I don't have that much knowledge on it. I don't have that much knowledge on it. I don't have that much knowledge on it.
What we have been doing, and that time is every day. Every day it is time for us to agree.
Hey, here I am, Nancy Pelosi, saying this country needs a strong Republican Party, and we do.